Hi everyone, it's Steve. I'd like to give you a little lesson on Für Elise, the advanced version. So we're going to look at the full original version of the piece and just go into all kinds of wonderful things that we can do to have fun with this and make it sound really good. Little details, because it's all in the details. So, we'll start at the beginning. First thing we have, okay, here's the mistake everyone makes. Everyone plays this. Well, if you look how it's written, the first two notes are actually an upbeat. So it's 1, 2, 3, 1. Whoever made this edition here actually wrote in gray, I don't know if you can see it, a crescendo here to make it sound the way everyone's playing it, but you know, I think it's just a mistake because people don't really know better and everyone's played it that way, so everyone thinks it should sound that way. But I don't think so. It's not. It's 1, 2, 3, 1. This will make a big difference. No one does this. 1, 2, 3, 1. So a little more on the dominant chord. So this, a little bit more on this one, and then go back down to here, and back down to the A. 1, 2, 3, 1. Now this repeats so many times. So the secret to making this piece interesting is to do it different all the time, never the same. And you can decide what makes the most sense to you. I'm going to give you a variety of options. Play with it and do whatever you want, you know. I think the first one should obviously be more on this one and then less. And if you want to do it different here, you can just do a diminuendo. So you start in like this. So it would sound something like this. If you want it different the second time, since there's a repeat, you could just do a crescendo. It's also possible, or maybe at the very end, you know, it repeats so many times, so you have the chance to do this somewhere, you know. Yeah, okay. So you know, I don't mind it actually. Diminuendo here. And it brings out something new when we're in C major. So I like this one very much. I'm kind of getting softer and softer in this second time. And then, so here's how I would do this. Again, we're going to do it different both times. So we have crescendo here, and then less and less. So this is kind of special. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Now you can do, since we already heard it, why not? So we're just doing the opposite here. We're going, we're starting. So let's say you did this, you finished the second time. You could do this. It can be, you're showing that we're changing from A minor to C major and making it something more expressive. But you can make it more expressive not only by making it louder, by making it softer, you're also making it more expressive. So both ways are possible. I can make it louder. It's more expressive going into C major. different way of doing it. Then we do a crescendo. If you do a crescendo, I would slow down a little bit when you get to here. I was wondering about this. Why does he do this and not just this? Maybe it's more insistent to change hands. So it's kind of pushing at something. So that's the end of this part here. Now finish. So here, kind of take us by surprise. And maybe a little bit separated also. Or not, it depends what you like. On those third beats, the high notes, so this one a bit more, and even more on this one. What would happen if we didn't do that? It doesn't really sound as good, you know? Because it's so the third beats are very important here. I like this. So you kind of make a fake crescendo as if we're going somewhere, and then it's a joke in the end, you know. You know what I mean? That's something we can do here. Yeah. Okay, so it's around the third beat of this bar 30 that we're gonna take it away if you decide to do this. So here we start the crescendo. Kind of a little bit of width. Here, if you want to work on this, check out my rotation video on doing rotations. It's the same kind of thing that you have every time you have this. So there's always a way to bring out the shape of the line where it turns, it's going up and then it's going down. So we call this centrifugal force. That's the force that when you put things in the blender makes everything stick to the sides. So the trick, if I explain it really quickly, is to put the center of force, of gravity, after the curve. So we're going up, here's the high point, and now we're going down. That's where we're going to put a... So we have this... Same thing here. So we have... So it's just after the curve, usually a little bit closer to the beginning than the middle. So if you divide it in 4, it's around the 2. So if you have, it's somewhere around these notes. This makes the music much more exciting than going or going all the way to the end. That's kind of boring. So here. This note is very important now, the bass. Yeah. And if you want to be really exact, off. It's very important to respect the length of the notes as well. Not just that they're played at the right place, but that you take them off at the right place. especially for classical and Baroque music, and Beethoven particularly, and Haydn, Mozart as well. All of the classical things. So you can slow down a little. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. This is the same as before. So here's where you can do something different if you want.